Guys, they said there is royal jubilation right now going on in the palace and in the family of Adetutu. Even though we all know that some people will not be happy for this development, but all the same, what must be done must be done. The people that must be replaced must be replaced. According to the information reaching us, so they said the king have sent some elders from his ruling house to Adetutu's family to go and meet them in order to do what they called Itesiwaju itori for her. And this Itesiwaju itori happens to be the second visit to a bride's family. Information have it that the first time that the king sent people on his behalf to go and speak to Adetutu's family regarding the marriage thing, that it did not go well due to the fact that Adetutu have not given her consent. She said it is not good to venture into a marriage that he don't even know anything about the person, in as much as he's a king, but he needs to know few things about him if he will be able to cope with such a man or not. And that is how marriage is supposed to be. It's not when you just jump from home, they say you are betrothed to this person, you don't even know how he acts, how he behaves or something, you just venture into the marriage. They said at first Adetutu said she was going to think about it, because they said it was elders who suggested that Adetutu to the king, and because the king and Adetutu have not been, they were not friends, this kind of marriage, they just recommended her to the king when they find out that the king who desperately want to replace Ebony at all costs due to the things they have found out about Ebony. So when they recommended her, the king sent elders to her family at first. She said she is going to think about it. So it wasn't a yes or no, So that's why I said the first visit wasn't successful. So it was after then that Adetutu came to the palace, and most times she was spending so much time in the palace, and that was when she also got to know the jewel and Lizzie and the other Oloris in the palace. Even though she was having constant gbasgbos with someone like Ebony, who is seeing her as a rival in that palace, but it did not make her to give up, due to the fact that she already know that this is a polygamous family, and Ebony's character towards her did not matter. That what matters is the king's character, you know. And because she have been in that place for some time and have seen the kind of man that the king is, she finally made up her mind that she would go into that marriage. And again, at first, they say one of the reasons she said, she did not say no, she said they should give her time. Because it's not easy to say no to a king like that. So when she said they should give her time, she also wanted to know the condition of the king and the jewel, knowing fully well that they have a child together. So and that is why they say she started trying to make friends with the jewel. And with the help of Lizzie, she was able to achieve that easily. And they said that the jewel accepted her wholeheartedly as long as she will be replacing Ebony, because Ebony have shown the jewel Pepe right there in the palace. So she is ready to accept anybody that is not Ebony. Yes, and that is why some people are saying that even if the king marries another 20 women, that the jewel will not care. But as long as Ebony is there, that she might not want to return back. And some people are saying that that is the main reason that the king is doing everything humanly possible to ensure that Ebony leaves the marriage, coupled with the fact that Ebony have been committing a whole lot. So for that reason, they are saying that it is the reason that Adetutu said they should give her time. But good for her and good for the king. She have been in the palace for some time. She have known the kind of person that the king is. So right now, she have given her full consent. And they said the second wine carrying, that is what it is. That this Itesiwaju itori, that is what it means. It simply means that it is not uh, childish something that they are doing. And at this point that the people that the king sent, as in elders from the king, return, it simply means that what they came for at first was important to them, and they really wanted that marriage to happen. So that is why they have come back. And they said it was a very big celebration in the family of the king and this Adetutu. But we all know that someone like Ebony will not be happy about this, not at all. And they said Dr. Lizzie was one of those people that visited Adetutu's family for this second wine carrying. And that's why I say that people that knows their words, they are always being respected. Yes, the king respects Adetutu, and the king also respects Dr. Lizzie. And that is because these people, they know their worth. They are not throwing themselves on the king. Because someone like Ebony, who was married to another man, the moment the king became king, she left that man and started running back to the palace. Even when the king was trying to let her know that I don't want to get married to you and all of that. Because when you are there servicing the man, doing all of that, he married the first one, married the second one, and even when he want to marry the third and fourth, he didn't marry you. It simply means that he does not want you, but you are forcing yourself on him. So there is no how such a person will give you that respect, even though the king is still respecting her. But to value her that much is not something that the king will do, due to the way she threw herself at him. But you see this one, that the king was the one that made the first move. Unlike Ebony, that they said her family was begging the king to marry her. I don't know how true that it is, but from the look of things, it is looking like truth. So now that Adetutu did a little shakara before the marriage can happen, the king is going to value her. And coupled with the fact that if she respects herself very well in that marriage, she will return her respect and value. Unlike some people who think that they are more important than others, and yet they are treated as if they don't even exist in the palace. So they said when Dr. Lizzie followed them to follow the elders that the king sent, she said that it is the jewel who she is represent, as in she represents the on behalf of the jewel, that she is representing the royal wives and the royal family, that Adetutu have been close to them. They know how good she is. They are happy that she is going to be one of them. They said it was indeed a thing of celebration, in the palace and in Adetutu's family. This is what we are hearing. If the information is true, I want to remind you that these are all alleged, unverified information making rounds on social media and shouldn't be seen as fact unless you verify them. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye for now. Love you.